This type of breathwork is great for beginners and it's backed by a ton of scientific research. After my last video, I got a lot of requests that talk about breathwork, so I'm going to talk about my favorite breathwork that I recommend for my patients. It's called coherence breathing or resonance frequency breathing. First and foremost, according to most scientific literature, any style of conscious breathing exercise is really great for autonomic nervous system regulation. But I really like coherence breathing because it makes it super simple and a lot of people tolerate really well, whereas other forms of breath work can actually be quite overstimulating for some patients, especially with autonomic nervous system disorders. Coherence breathing is a breathing pace that goes at a slow pace where you're targeting about 5 to 6 breaths per minute. This is especially useful if you're an overbreather, meaning that you're someone that is normally breathing around 15 breaths per minute. My favorite thing about it is that it's pretty simple, there's no hard rules about it, so it's easy for patients to accomplish. It's a relaxed breathing style, so you don't have to focus too much on technique. You're just focusing on slowing the pace of your breathing down and paying close attention to increasing the time of your exhales. So you might initially start out by doing 5-second inhales and 5-second exhales and just be nice and relaxed with your breathing pace. But my favorite style is to go about a 4-second inhale and a 6-second exhale. The research on it is also pretty interesting. They've done this style of breathing for patients recovering from heart disease, stroke, even cancer. And when paired with biofeedback, you might even get even more benefit. Using a technique called HRV biofeedback, you could actually use a device so you could sync your breathing pace to the device itself. And by doing this, it could actually enhance the function of your vagus nerve and improve your heart rate variability. And in particular, with this study, it actually shows that HRV biofeedback is shown to improve symptoms of panic disorder while also improving inflammatory cytokines in a similar way that something like vagus nerve stimulation might do. So you might not need an app to do this, but if you want one, this is called HRV for biofeedback. And what the device does is you actually sync your breath to this moving up and down little animation here, while your fingertip is on top of the camera phone and is actually pacing your heart rate to your breathing. So while you don't need the app in order to actually get the benefits from the breath work, if you're someone that is pretty tech savvy and likes being able to track your measurements, then it's a useful way to make you more compliant with the exercises. And unlike other breathing styles, which may ask you to do 10 to 20 minutes of breathing exercises, this app actually only asks you to do about 3 to 5 minutes of exercises per day. And while this might not solve all your problems and it might not even be the best form of breath work for you, it's a really good place to start if you're wanting to get into this journey. Because true mastery of your breathing practices doesn't just mean down regulating your nervous system, but there's also breathwork practices to upregulate your nervous system, which has benefits to that as well.